What is an AI SDR? An AI SDR is software that does the prospect research for you, does the writing for you, and then sends the messages for you, just like a human SDR would normally do. And a human SDR, what they're actually doing all day, if they're doing their jobs well, is they're finding the best fit prospects that are worth reaching out to. They're researching them. They're finding what's relevant to them, what's going to be valuable to them, so they can start a conversation that's relevance-based and that's value-driven. And the goal should be how many conversations are turning into meetings, not just how many messages that they're sending. A modern version of an SDR is going to be using AI for the research, building the lists, and then testing different value-driven messaging to maximize their reply rate. That's why we actually built GTM Bud, to make sure that AI does what it's strong at, and then humans can do what they are strong at. I'm Thomas Ryan Oakes, by the way. I'm the founder of GTM Bud, where B2B service providers can use one tool to do value-driven outreach in order to get the replies that they need to grow. What AI does genuinely well is it can create a system to let it prospect for you. And it just starts with defining your ICP properly, the exact characteristics and attributes of your ICP, and then given that, I can find those people really well. And this is what GTM Bud does really well, is it finds the right people and then tests different value-driven messaging for each of those prospects and writes unique messages for each one. And so what I've seen usually that AI does really badly, AI SDRs, is writing the messages, finding the people, because the inputs are not correctly put in. You can't just hand the system to an AI SDR and expect it to run your whole go-to-market. And you're just going to find message quality is really poor. And then the other thing people screw up on when it comes to AI SDRs is they think that it's going to be able to take the conversation, take those positive replies and turn them into something, right? What we recommend is that humans actually are the ones fielding the positive replies, and you spend 90% of your time dealing with prospects that are actually interested. And that's what we found to have a huge impact on just getting prospects interested and getting them to take the next step. And so the big misconception is that you're going to just hand this to an AI SDR and it's going to take over everything. And we've seen time and time again with all of these companies that are getting funded and failing that that process just doesn't work. And so I have yet to see an AI SDR on the market that actually works in that way and actually gets people the results they're looking for. And that's why we built GTM Bud, honestly, is so that you can have AI do the things that it is strong at and humans can do what they're strong at. And whether you have an SDR do this or whether you're doing it, a good SDR is going to come close to $100,000 or more in the US at least, plus they're going to have ramp time. And then you have to think about whether one makes sense or not, depending on how far down the funnel you want them working. And so the real question there is who is fielding the positive replies in your campaign? And so what we've found moves the needle is from the 4,000 plus campaigns that we've run is reaching people who are genuinely active on LinkedIn, if you're doing LinkedIn outreach, that is, and that also, of course, fit your ICP, but that are active on the platform, and then making sure you're offering them something that's genuinely valuable for them, whether that's even on a call or some kind of resource. But if it's a call, that you're framing the call in a way that is going to be where they're going to get a result that they're looking for by the end of the call. And that's how you frame the call. It's not just a call to have a sales call. And so I'd say you should use an SDR if you feel like you are able to give them really good inputs in terms of, and be very clear on who they need to be reaching out to. And then you have really good ways of testing your value offer that you can get in front of those prospects. And sometimes you have to do a little bit of testing and even have to test within the different segments of your ICP to make sure you're offering them something that's going to get the conversation started, right? Anyway, I hope that helps. And if you feel stuck on your outreach, go ahead and test GTM Bud. You just go to gtmbud.com for a free trial and you can see for yourself the kind of replies that you get. Thanks much.